Hey guys, welcome back. In honor of Valentine's Day, I am actually going to show you guys how I dip my chocolate covered strawberries. Right here I have a melting pot. Please excuse me. I have a little code. I have a melting pot where I actually have my chocolate melting. It's just a regular Wilton's pot. The temperature will be accurate. Over here I have the strawberries we're going to dip. They've already been washed and dried because you cannot put any type of water in with this chocolate. It will actually ruin the whole batch. Alright guys, so let's get started. Okay, my chocolate is almost melted. It's going to take a few more minutes. You want to check it and stir it consistently. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes to actually melt, and then when you see a good runny consistency, that's how you know you're just about ready to start dipping.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay guys, we are actually ready for dipping. It's a very good consistency. You can see all my chocolate is melted. There's not any kind of lumps or bumps. What you may get is a few air bubbles if you're stirring a lot. And also, if your chocolate begins to thicken up on you, you may have scorched it. Sometimes you can stop it before it gets too far, and you could use a little bit of shortening or Easy Thin by Wilton's. What I'm going to dip now is my first berry, and I'm just laying it in there, dipping one side and dipping another. You see how it comes out. It looks like a heart. That's why I chose this one. You kind of want to let the excess drip off, and then you just sit it down on your wax paper. You don't even have to move it far, and you just move on to your next berry. You just want to make sure your berry is completely covered. I typically try to hold my leaves up, but I want them to look really, really natural because I'm thinking about doing a bouquet for a friend. And we're letting the excess drip off. You don't always have to shake it because sometimes I lose my berries. And then for the bigger berries, sometimes you have to tilt your pot, your melting pot, because it's easier to turn it inside. And you're able to coat more sides at once. Some people dip halfway, as you've seen in my previous videos. I'm one of those people that feel like I want my clients, my family, my friends to get the most for their money. So I dip all the way up as close to the leaves as I can. And if that is your case as well, you may want to make sure that you're checking your temperatures for your chocolate to make sure it stays consistently where you can dip. And then sometime in between I stir just to get everything back together. And that's actually it, guys. It's really, really simple. Give us a like, and actually I may come back and show you how to drizzle. Let's see what type of things you guys want to see. Thank you. Okay guys, we're back again. What I've done is taken my excess chocolate, and I'm going to show you guys how I drizzle. I know everybody does it a little different. I actually have had my berries sitting not long enough, but long enough to kind of harden up as the chocolate does. And I'm just going to go one way and then another. And you just go back and forth real easy. It doesn't take a lot. And there you go. You have a very nice drizzle. You sit it down. I recommend refrigerating your berries for about 5 to 8 minutes before you do this. It makes your candy set up pretty good, which as you can see, I'm having some problems with these, but I've done this for about 5 years, so I kind of can still drizzle without even picking them up. You apply the same technique, and I do have 2 special berries on here for my friends. They're all edible. there's some new things that we're doing with the business. It's faux cannabis, and we order those from another company. I'll leave the name down in the link if I remember. If not, remind me. And we're just going to drizzle back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, real light. And you see there's a little bit of excess next to it. What happens once your berries harden up, you just pick the berry up carefully, and you can take a light butter knife and remove any excess, but most of the time it comes off real easy because the chocolate is thin and it's very light. I'm going to remove some of my toothpicks because sometimes they're in the way because I lay them too close. And we're still just back and forth. But I'm going to show you guys another one I like to do as well. I'm going to actually pick this berry up, which, if I can get it up. Now, this is something else. It's like a crisscross, so you want to hold the berry at an angle. And you make sure your chocolate is running the way you want it to. And you kind of just go back and forth. And then you turn it the other way, and you go back and forth. So you actually get a diamond type pattern. You see that? So there we go. Thank you guys for watching.